another episode of Morning Motivation, and just want to hop on here real quick and do a quick live and talk a little bit about crap. I forgot what I was going to talk about. Even I had it in my head right before I started live, and now I'm totally blanking out what I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, okay. So I was just going to share, something that helps if my day is kind of starting off not the way I want it to go, which kind of happens a lot, or even if it's not starting off the way you want it to go, if it's actually starting off good, something that's good to practice either way is just a principle that the Bible teaches, which is taking every thought captive. And I think a lot of times we don't really notice the way we think and how easily we kind of just let our thoughts just run rampant in every direction, especially in the mornings if you're starting off and it's just a crazy morning. Like, I think we all have those days. No matter what your schedule's like, even if you wake up at night or something, you're a night owl. Just first thing you wake up, it just feels like your day's just getting off to a crappy start. So one thing is being intentional about how you're thinking and being self-aware with the kind of thoughts that you're thinking, what's going through your head, because we're so rushed and busy, we don't take the time to really think about how we're thinking. It's why we're so miserable. The most prosperous country in the world has the highest, suicide rate and depression and all of that. And that's probably not accurate statistics, but it's crazy for the how prosperous the U.S. is for how depressed we are. Is the point I'm trying to make. Don't quote me on the stats there. I was just kind of trying to make a point. But and it's because, we don't take the time to think about how we're thinking. And we don't take the time to, grab this thought. What am I thinking about? What am I talking about? Or what am I thinking about? What am I talking about? And think about it. So you're starting your day off and it just feels like it's off to a crappy start. Well, why is that? Take that thought captive and think about it, and also be intentional with your thoughts. Don't just let your mind kind of just run on autopilot, so to speak, but really be intentional, take the wheel, as they say, and be like, throw some thoughts in there that are, positive, that are going to help get your day going the direction you want it to go. Like, for me, it'd just be having a conversation with myself, like, all right, kind of off to a crappy start here. We need to just pause a moment. What's going on? And be intentional with how we're thinking. And, throw some positive thoughts in there and be like, for example, well, I don't care how bad the day's off to a start, how bad this day's starting. Let's try to just restart right here. And what can we think about that's going to make it more positive? So that's why it's also important first thing in your day to really fill your head with something good, because your mind will just take off on autopilot and go wherever the heck it wants. That's why we need to, again, be more intentional with how we're thinking, what we're thinking about, put something in our minds to think about that's going to direct us in a better direction. No, this isn't pre-recorded. This is live. But I lost my train of thought. That's okay. I think you get better at responding to comments on these. But being intentional about what you're thinking and throwing some positive things in there. That's why A good book to read is what's it called? It's called The Miracle Morning. Um, Kind of a book about some good habits to have in the morning or whenever you start your day. Um, so it gives a lot of practical things you can do to start your day off doing something with your mind and your body that's going to set it in the direction you want it to go. You don't have to be a victim to the world around you and the circumstances around you. You don't have to be subject, to how you feel each day. You can change that to an extent, you know what I mean? You can, regardless of how you feel or what you're dealing with, you can make the decision to oppose what your instincts are telling you to do, which is to just go on autopilot and survive another day. No, you need to be intentional. Throw some good thoughts in there. It's not wishful thinking. It's just being responsible with how you're thinking and seize the day. Seize the moment. This day might be your last. You never know when your last day is going to be. Are you going to waste it? Are you going to be a victim to your circumstances? Are you going to be a victim to your DNA? Are you going to be a victim to whatever chemical imbalances you have? Or are you going to take those thoughts captive because you're capable of it regardless and, do something with your day that's going to impact others and yourself? Because anytime you impact others, you're going to impact yourself. So, be responsible with how you're thinking. Take some personal responsibility. Seize those thoughts. Question them. Are they valuable to me? And if they're not, start thinking some thoughts that are. Have an intentional pause and conversation with yourself. That's what helps me. So, I'm going to end this video here, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you later. I was just reading your comments, Loque. No, I didn't say anything about Bring Me the Horizon. I haven't even listened to that album yet. I think I've heard a song or two off of it, but and I think I answered your other question earlier, yes. Or no, this isn't pre-recorded. This is live here and now. Some of my other lives are pre-recorded because I can't get my computer to function if I'm recording live at the same time I'm recording my computer. So, yeah. But I will see you later. Stay metal.